My daughter passed away recently. She spent a lot of time in the hospital, and the thing that got her through it was her shows. She used to sing to those things so loudly that the nurses would rush in to make sure she was doing all right. Stories are powerful. They save lives, they get us through the hard times, and they help bring us all together. The problem is that story development is not always the most accessible thing. And sure, there's groups out there who are advocating for the less represented, but there's not that many people advocating for a little girl in a wheelchair. It's a small audience for such a large time and cost. After she died, I deep dived into my work, and I found a lot of new narrative tips, tricks, and techniques. Exciting stuff. Well, I'm a nerd, so exciting to me. But I also designed a piece of software that is supposed to help increase the speed and decrease the cost of narrative development, as well as making narratives that are deeper and filled with a lot more heart and emotion. The problem is that this software, to get it fully developed, is far more than I have in my pocket right now, especially after everything happened. It's about $60,000 to get it done, and that is a lot of money. But maybe for 6,000 of us, it doesn't have to be. I'm out here crowdfunding for this software, and I really wish that I could tell you more about it. What I can say is that the smallest element of story is an emotion, a behavior, a belief, and a value. I shared with you the sadness that I feel about my daughter, the behavior of finding a new way to tell stories, the belief in the power of stories, and finally, here, I'll talk about the values that I hold. You see, the great thing about narrative is that it brings us together. It allows us to see the similarities, and it allows us to appreciate and understand the differences that we all share. It helps create a community. But I'm asking to do a little bit of the opposite today. Instead, I want to create a community that's here to help me create stories. This is going to change the narrative world, and it is going to help make narrative development significantly more accessible to everyone, much cheaper costs and much faster development. And it's here to draw the story out of everyone. Everyone has a story to tell, something to share, and it's not always easy to do that. Making this video is not easy for me, but that's kind of the goal, is to make it easier for everyone to share that story, to improve people's lives and to improve the communities around us. So if you have just a little bit of time and a little bit of cash, it would mean everything if you could help out. To hand this video, this link out to anyone who could possibly help, to help grab us an audience. The ability for you to help get us just a little bit closer to our goal, it's invaluable. And I'm hoping to create a community whose story is the idea that we help change story forever. Thank you, all of you, for everything.